Welcome to Conversations with Masesi, where my guest and I talk everything life, family, love, community, and everything in between. Amidst the rhythm of everyday life in our community, there exists a collection of stories, whispered from one neighbor to another, that warm the heart and restore faith in the inherent goodness of humanity. These are tales of love and kindness, woven in the very fabric of our shared experiences, where compassion becomes the compass guiding us through the challenges of life. As we delve into the narrative that unfold within the family streets and homes, we discover the extraordinary warmth that emanates from the simplest acts, reminding us that the true essence of community lies in the boundless capacity of care and connection. Joining me today to share about those heartwarming stories is Danielle. Danielle, good to have you again in the studio with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and we might have viewers that have never heard about you and they're wondering what heartwarming stories are we talking about. Before we start, let them know who you are and what kind of work do you do.
Sure. I am Danielle Triolo, and I am a program facilitator within NeverHungry Saskatoon. And I also work at Light of the Prairies.
Yeah, and you wear so many hats on top of your professional. You're still a mom.
And I am also a mom full-time.
With a big heart.
Yes.
For the community. We are so grateful. You work with NeverHungry Saskatoon. So you encounter people that have needs and their needs are met. Share with us that moment when somebody's need is being met. What do you get?
When someone reaches out to us that are in need, it really doesn't matter what the need is. We primarily are a food group, but there has been instances where individuals have reached out to us on behalf of other people who were in dire circumstances, and we wanted to help.
Yes.
So for instance, there was a couple who were living in not good conditions,
Yes.
housing conditions. And this individual seen what state their house was in and reached out to Bo, and between the two of them, they coordinated an event with other individuals, and they painted, they fixed the floors, they added new furniture. Wow. And that was all through donations and people giving their time just because they care.
Yes.
And then in the end, their house was it looked brand new. It was not recognizable compared to how it was before.
You know, those are stories that we don't hear a lot about. And when you hear about that, it warms your heart. So when they see this brand new thing, share with us like their expression, the words that they used.
Oh, sometimes they cry.
Oh.
And you know me, I'm an emotional person as well, so I start crying with them. And then the tissues get brought out, and the kids jump up and down and they clap their hands, and I feel like, Santa Claus, because it's just, there's no better feeling.
Nothing makes anybody happy when people think about you and do those nice things. But in the organization NeverHungry Saskatoon, you also deal with seniors. And I want to commend you guys for that, because we need to honor them. Yes. And with that kind of honor, tell us about the stories you get. Do you get, how seniors, they like to kiss your hand or kiss your forehead?
Yes. So there was one lady actually who reached out to me, and some people, when they're in need of help, they feel embarrassed.
That's true. Yeah.
And it takes a lot of courage to reach out. Yeah. And so I commend her for reaching out. She is taking care of her 10-year-old granddaughter, and she is a senior. And so with that, she knew that they needed some help. And I went over to her house, and I spent a little bit of time, and I delivered the items that they needed. And I have worked out with her that I will continue to spend time with her and her child, just because, she enjoys that.
That's true.
And she's worthwhile. She deserves that.
The amount of wisdom you get from spending time with them, right? There might be somebody out there who's saying, how can I help or be part of NeverHungry Saskatoon?
For those that would love to help in any way, especially with this economy not being the greatest,
Yeah.
money is so not the only thing that people can donate. Time is just as valuable. And, time with donating things like into boxes,
Yes.
organizing things into boxes, and helping us plan events or even transportation, because like you said, a lot of times people with new drivers, if they need their hours or the volunteer hours, if they would like to help out that way.
Then it works. I have a heartwarming story myself when it comes to NeverHungry Saskatoon, because my mom was not feeling well and I had to travel home. And I remember normally when it's Christmas time, I always want to be part of the kids' Christmas program. And the amount of prayers that I got from the people in the group, I was sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, this group is not about giving people food. It's about caring for each other. And talking about caring, the love the group has for the children. Tell us about the heartwarming stories from the Christmas party.
Oh, so every year Bo holds a Christmas party. Sometimes there's swimming events. This past year we had one at the Broadway Theater.
Yes.
So we were able to watch some Christmas movies, and Bo also coordinated a Santa Claus photo shoot. So children were able to get photos with Santa Claus, which was great. There were gift baggies and treat baggies donated. Again, everybody's time as well to put the things in the gift bags, wrap them up, tie them up, put them into bundles, and popcorn and pops and pizza, all donated, and with costs shared.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful. There was, I believe, over 100 people in total that was at that event.
Yeah. So has all these things redefined the perception that people have about NeverHungry Saskatoon?
I think so. I think that it helps show people that we are far more than just a group that offers help for food-related needs.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying, we also do have prayer requests.
Yes.
So for anybody that would like prayers on their sides, Bo offers that.
Yeah, he always says, we are the hands and feet of Jesus. And I like that, because it's what you have in your hand that you can give. It's not how big it is or how small it is. But what has this group done for you, the impact on your life? Because you're always this wonderful lady who's always happy.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. Ever since encountering NeverHungry, I feel a sense of fulfillment that I otherwise didn't feel, because I knew I wasn't as involved in my community that I wanted to be.
Yeah.
It definitely took some time to, understand where the help was needed and how I could help them just as one person. But that's the beauty of being a part of something bigger. Yes. It's not just one person anymore. It's other families and people that care. And the beauty of NeverHungry, we don't offer a hand out, we offer a hand up.
Speak to that, because somebody might not understand what that means. I've always seen somebody commenting and say, I need help with this and I'll pay it forward. Elaborate on that.
So what I mean by that statement is, instead of giving people things and expecting them to never need anything again, we help them understand the resources that they can also access while helping them. So something that I was tasked with was making a list of all of the accessible resources that individuals can use. And it's quite an extensive list now that's available on our page in the featured tabs.
Wow. And that includes, I think there's something about jobs as well?
Yes, there is another group, NeverHungry Job Connections.
Yes.
And there's a wonderful lady there that is very dedicated to posting any job opportunities that she finds.
So you're not going to only give me the fish to eat and I'm done. You're going to teach me how to fish.
That's exactly.
And I can feed myself in the future.
That's exactly right.
I like that philosophy because sometimes we help people to extend a hand, but we never teach them how to use that hand to work.
I believe that.
Yeah, because I always say the work of your hands will be blessed. So go to work.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that, and thank you so much for having this group. And thank you for putting smiles on the children's faces. Thank you for letting the seniors know that they're valued and loved. We honor them. We appreciate them. We appreciate the time that you put in. I can only imagine as a mother with all that you do and still have a full-time job.
Yes.
And do that. Where you get the energy, only God can give you that energy.
I was just going to say.
No way. You're right.
It
Thank
comes
you
from
so much
God.
for coming through. Thank you for being on our studio with us today and sharing the stories. We really appreciate you. Yes. These heartwarming stories remind us that love and kindness are the invisible threads that strengthen the fabric of our communities. In these tales, we find inspiration to create our own chapters of compassion, making our neighborhoods warmer, brighter, and more connected. That's a wrap for today. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on all our social media platforms to keep the conversation going. Thank you for joining us on Conversations. Grace and peace be multiplied unto you and yours. Shalom.